How did you then, so you got your original pilot's license, you're starting to learn all these other things.
Yep.
How did you transition to getting into real estate?
So I was 20 years old and I was an instructor. So I was like teaching your dad how to fly, right? Because you have to build your time. When I was 21 years old, which is the youngest you can be to become a commercial airline pilot and fly for the airlines, I got hired on. And it was interesting because when I went and did all these different interviews with like 4 or 5 airlines, I didn't get hired by every one of them, but I got hired by 2 of them. Because it's like when you go through these puppy mills and you're like getting trained to become a commercial airline pilot, you know, everybody was hiring, right? And it's a completely different market. Like now, you can literally go and get hired by anybody. They'll even pay for your training.
That's because there's a
shortage.
Yeah.
There's a shortage. Back then in 2003, 2004, there was not a shortage. You were grinding, you were fighting. I literally spent 140 grand to get my certificates, and I got paid 48 grand the first year I became a first officer. But I was flying a $40 million jet and they paid 35 grand to train me on that jet. And so there's a trade-off there, right? So I did that, and thank God I was young because I was traveling all over the place and I was flying all over the place. But I really,
so you're doing really private aviation?
No, I'm doing United Express. I'm doing a 70 passenger jet that's painted United.
Okay.
That was based out of Chicago O'Hare, and I lived in Scottsdale.
Are you single at this time?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I'd be banging every stewardess.
Yeah. The
good looking ones. Well, I should clarify, not every stewardess.
Well, you know what the chief pilot told me? He says, son, let me give you a bit of advice, okay? You're a good-looking kid. There's good-looking flight attendants. Don't dip your pen in company ink.
Oh, that's probably true. Well, I
said, God, it's so tempting.
I've had some friends that are pilots for like Southwest and different thing, and they put you up in these like houses and rooms and stuff where there's multiple pilots and they're trading in and out, and they're raunchy, man. They told me some good war stories.
Oh yeah,
just being on the road.
Yeah, crash pads are not good. Not good. It really pushed me to become like better and make more money, because at 25 years old, I started talking about real estate, right? So I'm grinding it out. I'm flying every single day. I'm finishing up my degree. I'm doing all this stuff, right? To get ahead, to build my cred. Like in a pilot world, the only way you add value is it's the amount of time you have flown. So when I go to apply for Clever Investor Airlines, right? You're going to ask me, how much time do you have? And I'm going to tell you, I've got about 10,000 hours. And you're going to be like, damn, that's a lot of hours. Most people have 2,000, 3,000. Your dad has 40, right? Yeah. So you can see, and it takes a long time, but in 10 years time, I built up 10,000 hours. But at the age of 25, 2008, 2009 happened. And in Arizona, where I grew up, things were selling at 50% off and 40% off. And I went back and I literally bought my first crash pad, which I rented out to 4. There was 4 bedrooms. I rented out 3 to pilots and another guy. And I stayed in 1 room for free. So that was my house hacking, right? But then I realized I didn't want to live with people. And so I went and bought my first 4-plex. And that's really how I got reintroduced back into real estate, because I always knew you can only trade your time for money so much as a pilot. But I had to do this to make money to get my first down payment. But I always went into real estate as like, I want to buy this thing and I want to own it forever. I was never the fix and flipper, which you're known for. I mean, whenever I think of Clever, whenever I think of you, I think of Chase Bank.
Just
the check and the sit car. And you're just like, guys, let me show you how to do this.
You know, it was funny too, because, you know, everybody kind of knows Ty Lopez as like the Lamborghini guy.
Yes.
I was doing Lamborghini ads long before that.
You were?
And it was...
and they were great.
You know, it was fun. It was fun. And I still remember the amount of hate I would get underneath my ads and all that stuff. But people would buy. People loved it. Like, they would watch and they would buy. Yeah, and they knew who I was.
That doesn't stick in my head for any other reason that it was great.
Yeah. But I look back now and I'm like, so many good things came out of me being, I don't know if it was bold enough or crazy enough or just aggressive enough.
Sure.
But like, I love to show off wealth. I love to show like this, you know, the rags to riches shit, like the
success,
all of that.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. That's why I love Miami.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck out here. Like, people out here just like, they're dripping in it, whether it's real or not. I don't know.
Yeah. But half of it, more than half is not real.
Probably not. Yeah. But it's the energy of like, I want more in life.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the nice stuff. It's just, I want more, you know, I want a better life. And
it's like Missouri. It's the show me state, you know, show me.
Yeah, that's right.
Show me what you're working with. Show me what you got.
Yeah.